Welcome to On Air with Kash. Our guest today has appeared in over 60 television shows and feature films. He's president and festival director of the Burbank International Film Festival happening between September 9th and 12th. He stars in the upcoming Bad President, which will debut at the Burbank International Film Festival. Please welcome Jeff Rector.
Hey now, it's actually 100 over 150. Yeah, you undercredited me, but
you're always, every time I see you, you're always working on a new movie or got something in development.
Yeah, busy boy. But I'd rather be busy than not. So, but we're very excited. Film festival kicks off tomorrow. We're still selling tickets. They can go to www.burbankfilmfest.org and find out all about it. You're coming. Opening night.
Yes, I will
be on the red carpet.
Yes, sir. I'm really looking forward to it. And I've seen the trailer for Bad President. I can't wait to see you and Eddie Griffin in this film.
It's hilarious. It's the funniest president ever. I work with the devil. He's not so nice, but you know, it's a trip. That's for sure. It's a lot of fun, but I'm excited. I just finished co-starring in a horror film called The Red Tide Massacre with Michael Pare from Eddie and the Cruisers and Dwayne Whitaker from Pulp Fiction. And Michael Pare is the sheriff. I play the deputy sheriff. And there's this crazy swamp creature. So I guess it's like if the creature from the Black Lagoon was a serial killer.
You start the Burbank Film Festival and you're so passionate about movies and films. I've had so many great conversations with you whenever we run into each other. And you're always on a set. You always got a concept. You're always working with someone new.
I'm not a 9-to-5 guy. I can't work with the same people over and over and over again. And I'm the boss. And I'm making my own films now. I can work for other people, and I do, obviously, as an actor and producer and writer sometimes, but I'd rather tell my own stories. It's just more exciting that way. And running the Burbank Film Festival, our mission is to support independent filmmaking and showcase as many of these films and let the world know about these great filmmakers and hopefully help to launch some careers. So as I was helped out all along the way, I like to do the same, no matter what part of the business it is, because we got to help each other.
I couldn't agree more with you. I've shared that same philosophy. I mean, I remember just starting out. I had some great opportunities and experiences early on, but it really wasn't until I just started going to local film festivals and I would meet filmmakers. And then down the line, we eventually collaborate. Occasionally someone asks, I'm not really someone who enjoys giving advice because it's like me. It's like I can share my story, but everyone's unique.
Right.
But my thing is, I love to go and support other artists and people have helped me out. And then, I like working with my friends and the people that I'm very passionate about.
And the other thing about working that way and in our business, every job is different, right? And we're working with different people, a whole new group. Some projects you can't wait for them to be over, but most of the time it's a joy, and it's always exciting to come back around and go, oh, look who's working today, and getting to work with old friends. And I got to tell you, growing up as a kid, a lot of these actors, I kind of idolized them, and then 10 years later I'm co-starring with them in a movie. So it's surreal, it's fun, it's a great ride. And what's exciting for me is we never know what's around the corner, right? We got to keep faithful. I'm a Christian, and we gotta stay positive. And we've been in it for a while, so we've got the credits. But it's just exciting going, there's something around the corner. Can't wait to see what it is. And it's always a joy and a surprise. And I've been very grateful for everything.
Oh, absolutely. And I know what you mean about when it's magic when you have such a brilliant cast and crew together. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a breakup when it's over. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's like that last day and it gets very emotional. Then you pick it up and you go to your next set and then you start your new family for a duration of time. So it's, right. And then like you said, certain times you run into the same people or old friends come around. It's amazing how that happens, where someone I worked with a few years back, then we end up on the same set.
That's a great analogy, Kash. It's like creating a new family over and over and over again, and they don't go away. A lot of these people are best friends for life, and they come in from all over the place. I have to tell you, Scream Fest is a big horror film festival in Los Angeles. And in 2001, I won Best Director and Best Actor. So I'm at one of the parties, and I see this guy, and he's got tattoos all over his face. He kind of looked like Mike Tyson. And I'm like, who is this guy? So I go over and we start talking, and we hit it off. And we wound up co-writing 2 projects together. and one sold to HBO, and we've got a couple of others in the pipeline for production. So you never know who you're going to meet at these festivals, and the networking, as you know, is so important. And you got to get out there. And a lot of these actors stay at home, they wait for the phone to ring, and it's not gonna, you're not gonna make it. It doesn't work that way. You got to get out there, you got to bust your ass, and you got to keep working. I got a Netflix movie submitted on my own. I finally got on Netflix this year, Operation Varsity Blues, the college admission scandals with Matthew Modine. And I got that on my own. I did a self-tape. So, you got to be proactive out there. And I teach acting. I tell my students, why is it that agents only get 10% of your money? Because they only do 10% of the work. If you're not doing 90%, you might as well forget it. So there's my little tip of the day. But it's tough out there, and you got to go after it. If you want it, you got to go for it.
My colleague Kathy Cole and I, a co-star of mine, was doing a documentary that she was doing, got invited to the premiere, and then we end up collaborating on 3 projects together down the line. Me and Kathy Cole did, and I mean, we go stunt training, we do wire fighting. Last weekend, I hadn't gone horseback riding in a bit, and I just wanted to train again. So it's got to explore, you got to experience, and because you've done wire fighting, or because you've studied martial arts or done horseback riding, opportunities can open up.
Oh yeah, so important too to have those skills on your resume. The more you can do, the more opportunities there are. I had a stunt fight scene. I do most of my own stunts. I'm not going through a plate glass window. Not this face, but I do stage fighting, and I can do some high falls and stuff. But I'm an action guy. I'm an athlete, and I do sports, and it's fun for me. But I hadn't done that in a while, so I had to do a little stretching.
You should have seen me starting wire fighters. I couldn't tell you the last time I did a cartwheel. So just even the basic stuff, I'm looking ridiculous. And then they put you in this, it's like a trampoline room basically. So, you got to jump in there to really stretch those muscles. First couple times I was trying to do front flips. It wasn't working out. I was like getting my leg tangled, and they're like, Kash, do a backflip. I'm like, no way. I let go, and boom, I did the backflip, and then I was able to complete the course.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I did a skydiving for a movie. Instead of the ripcord, I pulled the chute release, which released the chute off my back. And you're falling through the sky at 100 feet per second. There's not a lot of time to think. So I pulled the reserve, and it worked out, but it was pretty hairy for a while. But what's crazy is I landed, and we went back up, and I did it again, because I knew if I walked away, I could never do it again. So I sucked it up. But that was the most terrifying thing in my life, to be that scared, and then to face that fear and go back up and do it again. And it was a perfect jump. And but I am fearless after that. I mean, when you stare death in the face like that, and you go, let's go, I'm ready, and you beat it, I'm fearless. So
You're a braver man than I.
It's all in my book. It's called I Was a Playboy Rabbit and Other Adventures Through Life. I was actually a male rabbit, the male version of the Playboy bunny, for the Playboy Club in New York in the 80s. So it was a time of Studio 54 and all that crazy stuff. And celebrities were coming into the club, and I got invited up to the Playboy Mansion and did those parties. I was also Charlie Sheen's stand-in on Wall Street. That was my first line. They gave me a line as a stockbroker. That sort of set my my career in motion. And so it's all in a book. It's very fun, and it's the 5 years I spent in New York in the 80s. It's a pretty fun read. I'll be sure and give you one at the festival. It's a wild ride.
You're always so passionate. You really give a lot back to the community. You're fearless. You go out there and you get things done. That's the thing I admire most about you. And you really do care about filmmakers. You just really cut right through it. You get to the point. This is 13 years now. We've had the Burbank International Film Festival. Please, everyone, I need you to follow Jeff Rector. I need you to pick up his book on Amazon, I Was a Playboy Rabbit. Watch his Netflix film, Operation Varsity Blues. He has an upcoming horror film coming out. And please, get your tickets and come down to the Burbank International Film Festival starting September 9th through the 12th, and you can watch him in the world premiere of his feature film, Bad President, with Eddie Griffin. Jeff, you're an inspiration. I thank you for your time.
Thanks, Kash. Yeah, I just want to remind him to go to the festival website, www.burbankfilmfest.org, to get your tickets. Kash is going to be there. Come on out for opening night. It's a lot of fun. Friday and Saturday, we have our nights of science fiction, fantasy, and horror. Those parties are pretty fun and crazy. And I must say, I've seen your work and watched your reels, and you're a very funny guy and a talented actor yourself. And I wish you all the best. And what I tell anybody out there who wants to be in this business, you can do and be anything you want in this world. Don't let anyone tell you you can't.
That means so much, Jeff, and that statement, believe in yourself and go for it. Jeff, again, I can't thank you enough for your friendship, for your time, and for the work that you've given to our community and to the industry.
Thank you, Kash. God bless you.
You too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and Jeff Rector today. You are on air with Kash.